Idli is slightly tough, but then because you're having it with the kal soup, it's just perfect. Thank you. Look at the fog all around. You can barely see anything half a kilometer down the road, which is why we begin late in winters. He wanted me to jump the red, so he could also jump the red. What's the point? So he wants to put his life in peril and also mine. No thanks, buddy. Munde 36, Hinde 40, 36-40. Hi folks, welcome to another Sunday ride. Filled some gas and also managed to check the air pressure on one of my tires. The nozzle couldn't fit into the second one. Need to figure that out later. But right now I've got my front tire that's inflated to the right pressure and my rear tire that's slightly under. But anyways, here we are, another Sunday, another ride on the Fat Boy. The signal's counting down, but I'm never in a hurry to leave aram se and let the Fat Boy's talk work its magic. (130 Newton meters of torque) has to account for something, right? You can quite literally be the last one pulling out of a signal and be the first 100 meters down the line. That's the sort of torque that this has. Just pulls away, even in first gear. Like I mentioned in my Fat Boy review video, the motorcycle develops its torque at very low RPMs. So at 3200 RPM it's already delivering maximum torque. So you don't need to keep shifting gears all the time. Somebody is getting a hand. So it's going to be a short ride today. I need to be back home by 11:30. Need to take the boss and the daughter out for lunch. So we're going to be riding, I think, somewhere on the Hassan route, ride for a bit, stop for a spot of breakfast and then head back home. The weather in Bengaluru is quite cold. It was about 15 degrees half an hour ago, and when you're on the motorcycle it's 2 degrees lower than that at least. At times like these I'm thankful for the heat that this baby generates. Helps keep my feet warm. Well, if you can call a 1700cc monster of an engine a baby. You literally want to snuggle up to the engine. That's what I'm doing with my legs, getting as close to the engine as possible, drawing from some of that warmth. I can definitely sense that the air pressure in the rear tire is lower than what it should be. So the challenge with the rear tire on the Fat Boy is that there's very little space there to actually maneuver the air nozzle in. So some bunks are able to manage it, some are not. And this morning the chap at the fuel bunk was not able to manage that. And it's also very close to the pipes, the silencer, so it's also very hot. So I don't entirely blame them, but I definitely need to get some air into the rear tire. Fair bit of traffic on the road today. Of course the traffic is also because we've stepped out later than usual. But then in winter we typically begin our rides a little later, maybe about half an hour later than normal. One, it is cold, and secondly, some of the highways can be a bit foggy early in the morning. So if we step out at 6 in the morning during summers, winters we're usually out by 6:30, 6:45. As I was beginning to leave this traffic light, it turned red, so I stopped. But the chap at the back is not too happy. He wanted me to jump the red so he could also jump the red. What's the point? So he wants to put his life in peril and also mine. No thanks, buddy. That's the car that was trying to honk me down. Clearly it's a family that's going out of town. Couple of kids in the car, what, 6 people in there, all cramped into a tiny space. Why would you want to jeopardize them? Why would you want to jeopardize their lives? Here we are on the Bengaluru-Nelamangala toll road. So the plan is to turn left at Nelamangala and ride for a bit. But I really don't know how much of a ride we'll get if this traffic continues. I'm hopelessly late. We're moving, albeit not as rapidly as we would like to, but we're still making progress. I guess it's one of those mornings, but what can you do? You just embrace it as it is. Placed a call to Sridhar, told him what the situation is. I'm running late. I'm still going to enjoy my ride, albeit at 50 kilometers per hour. No point in getting upset just because you've got a bit of traffic along the way. When I step out on a Sunday ride, I want to enjoy the experience, whatever it may be. I may be cruising on a highway at 80, 90, 100 kilometers per hour, or I may be crawling through city traffic, a little more than crawling right now. But I'm still going to enjoy the experience, because otherwise it just defeats the sense of getting out. It defeats the purpose of getting out. So recalibrate your mind, saying okay, 50 kilometers per hour is what it's going to be. I'm not going to ride fast, brake hard, etc. I'm just going to cruise along, even though at a much slower speed. Doesn't matter. Save some fuel as well. We are finally at rendezvous point. We refer to this as the Parle G toll because there's a Parle factory, a biscuit factory, right after the toll. Sorry Sridhar, yaar. Sorry buddy. Is that sorry?
Hey, no issue. Heavy traffic today. Lot of traffic.
I think people are returning back to wherever they are coming from. Should we ride out?
Yeah.
We'll go in Nelamangala only because I think straight on will be more traffic.
Okay, yeah. Nelamangala will go.
Huh.
And Where is that restaurant?
You know the toll, the Nelamangala, the toll, the first toll that we get on the highway?
Okay.
It's soon after that on the left hand side.
Okay. You tell me how long we are riding, or we are going directly there. I'll follow you.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just kind of, so after the toll we'll just slide into the restaurant, just take a look, see what's happening. If we think we can manage, then we'll turn back a little further.
Okay.
Yeah. Your bike looks clean.
They were cleaned yesterday.
Ah.
Did a good job.
And even he's cleaned every part, right? Even the engine and all of that. He's done a good job. Nothing like a clean, well-maintained bike. Not just the paint work, but even the engine work is looking spick and span. So just me and Sridhar on the ride this morning. And I think there are many who are traveling out of Bengaluru today. When I look at the registration numbers on the vehicles, many are vehicles from outside Bengaluru, some from outside Karnataka. So I guess people have traveled to Bengaluru for Christmas weekend and are now finding their way back home, which explains the unusually heavy traffic that we encountered this morning. Look at the fog all around. You can barely see anything half a kilometer down the road, which is why we begin late in winters. It is quite cold. The fog is making things colder. 16 degrees outside at 8:15 in the morning. 2 degrees colder as you are riding the motorcycle. So it's roughly about 13 degrees. And you can definitely feel the cold. I'm cruising at 80 and my motorcycle engine is revving at 1700-1800 RPM. That's the beauty about this 103 engine. Actually all Harley engines. Such an easy ride. And as I approach 100, I'm going to be at 2000 RPM. And it's not a light motorcycle, it's about 400 kilos that the engine is pulling. Tells you the strength of these machines. Turn left here onto the Mangaluru highway. And as we turn left onto the Mangaluru highway, the fog seems to have cleared up too. Bright and sunny now. That lady must be feeling extremely cold. I've got my jacket on, I've got my chest guard on, I've got my t-shirt, I've got a thermal tee, and I can still feel the cold to a certain extent. I can imagine the plight of the poor lady there riding pillion. The one thing I've realized is if you want to fight against the cold, always layer up. One layer over the other. It's not the thickest of garments that will protect you, but it is the layering that will protect you. And this is something that I discovered many years ago when I was visiting New York, somewhere in the October-November time frame. And I can still remember the iciness of the wind that blows through New York, that blows through that city in those times of the year. That cold literally cuts through your flesh, penetrates your bone. And somebody introduced me then to the miracle of layering. As you can see, there's a bit of a traffic jam even at the toll, and all these cars squeeze the motorcyclists on the left. So there's barely any space if you're on a two-wheeler. I guess that's the only time this chap on the EcoSport will do some off-roading, having bought a so-called SUV. All right, here we are, the dedicated squeeze of a lane for motorcyclists. I guess motorcyclists don't pay toll, so you can squeeze them, right? I suppose that's what the thinking is. Waiting for Sridhar. There he is. So the plan is to stop here for breakfast a little later. Just want to get a sense of the place and see what's happening. ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಹಾಂ, ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಹಾಂ. How are you? All well. That's my friend Sridhar. What we'll do is we'll go for a ride and then we'll come back. I just wanted to see if you're open.
Yeah, we opened by 7:30 this morning.
Yeah? You guys are close for renovation, right?
Yeah, we closed and we started again.
So what, you opened the space up?
Yeah, we opened the space up to the back.
Oh, okay, so it's much larger now. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just go for a spin.
Okay.
And then we'll come back.
Sure. How is business? Very good. Yeah. Business is increased by at least 50 to 70%. Yeah. We came here after watching your episode. Oh, did you? Only after watching your episode we got to know about this. Okay. And we came here. I'm your subscriber. Okay, thanks. Nice to meet you. What's your name? I'm Sharan. Sharan? Yes, sir. He's also Sharan. I'm Sharan. He's one of the owners. Okay, I know. I got to know. Because you have described anything, everything. Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you too. You finished? I'm done. How was it? Very nice. Yeah. Very nice. Hi. Good morning. How are you? Morning. Big fan of yours. Okay, thank you. No, after watching your episode, we thought on the way. Oh, okay, so you stopped here. So fortunate to see you here. I was for a breakfast and ride out or? What do you think?
Okay, either way.
Yeah, we should stop here. How are you doing, Anil?
Good sir, very good.
That's my friend Sridhar.
Hello sir, hi. So welcome.
We'll sit now only. How many of you are there? Just two of us. Just two of us. The plan was to ride a bit and then turn back for breakfast, but then we stopped here just to check on the scene, and then watching people enjoy their meal, I thought, well, let's eat a bit and then ride out. So we have an episode on Malgudi Mailari Mane, which is what this eatery is called. So if you haven't caught it yet, I'm going to place a link here and also in the description below. So basically this is a place that specializes in a particular kind of dosa, which is called the Mailari dosa, which hails from Mysuru. So the dosa cook here apparently has spent a considerable amount of time at Vinayaka Mailari in Mysuru, and so he does the dosa, and then you have some meaty curry, some pulao, the kal soup, etc. that you can savor with your dosa or with some idli. So Sridhar is with me, and we're going to enjoy dosa idli but with some curries and kal soup.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you guys too.
Yesterday only we saw your video.
Which one did you see?
This one. Shivaji Military Hotel.
Shivaji Military Hotel. Shivaji Military Hotel, I have a love affair with that place. People ask me, they say, how come you do so many times? I said, you know, if something is good, why not? I was basically craving for a donne biryani after a very long time. It's crowded, packed as hell, but...
Very big fan.
Yeah, thank you. What's your name?
Harshvardhan.
Harshvardhan. Vinod. Sunil.
Just covered last week. I came here, same place.
That's my friend Sridhar. Last week you came here.
Went to one of the nature cure, and after way back.
After nature cure you did this.
Before and after.
Just the right thing to do. Just the right thing to do.
Doing it.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you.
So that's a Mailari dosa. I have enough footage of the Mailari dosa, don't worry. And then of course some idli. Idli with the sagu chutney and the kalsu. Very nice, no? Nothing like a hot bowl of soup. Especially if you've been on the road and it's been cold.
And a lot of pepper.
Lot of pepper and it's the kal soup, no? There's a lot of nourishment also. What do you think?
Fermented very well. That's exactly right.
So basically here, it's also about the batter. So that batter is guarded. So people say there's a bunch of things in that batter, including some maida. So if you look at that dosa, it's very soft. Almost karegi ho gaya.
Right.
It's hot.
Yeah.
And you lather some butter on it. That is basawa. Dekhe tera basawa? Basawa Mailari. He's the dosa master. So ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ದೋಸೆ ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಐ ಸೆಡ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಇಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ? ಸೂಪರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಗುಡ್. ಜನರಿಗೆ ದೋಸೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದೋಸೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಏನು ಇಡ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ? ಇದು
Normal idli.
ಹಾಂ,
You will probably find this most places.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಇದೆ. Is it a character of the idli?
Not necessarily. You can just taste it.
Taste is good. I think this is a perfect idli to dunk into that kal soup. So you know, usually sagu has its own flavor.
It's different.
It's aromatic. Idli is slightly tough, but then because you're having it with the kal soup, it's just perfect. Thank you. Idli with the kal soup is just perfect. I'll have a bit of the dosa. If Sridhar shares with me, I'll have a bit of the dosa. We also have some chops here, some mutton chops. Country chicken was a bit of a bite, but it's nice. Will you have this chop? I'll ask him for another chop. I'll ask him a second. Can I have another chop? Well, the chop is something that you don't want to share. So I want my chop. Sridhar will also get his chop. Very good. So after I came here, apparently the business picked up. They went for a renovation just to add some tables and this business is picked up, like it's become double. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಇದು ಚಾಪ್ಸ್ ಭಾಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ನಾಟಿ ಕೋಳಿ ಸಾರು ಸೂಪರ್ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಂ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರೇನು? ವಿಜಿತ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಫೋಟೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡು. ಕೀಪ್ ಅಪ್ ದ ಗುಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಹೌ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್?
Very good.
Thank you. Sridhar, have half.
I've had one.
Doesn't matter. You just have it with this thing, with the curry. I'll take a
Yeah,
slightly
you leave
bigger.
it there. I'll take it.
I tasted this dosa the last time around. I think his dosa has gotten better. So this is a dosa that's quite fragile. This is a dosa that you can place in your mouth and it will quite literally disappear. So if you haven't caught the episode yet, you must catch the episode. I'm going to place a link up here and also in the description below. And if you're in and around Bengaluru, definitely a spot to check out. Malgudi Mailari Mani.
I've just given you half.
Is that half?
Yeah, it's half.
Really? The portions here are quite solid.
By the way, I'm a vegetarian, but still I'm a big fan of yours.
Thank you. Maybe I like this because the rice combination.
It's very nice to meet you in person.
Pleasure.
The way you deliver the videos are very nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Little bit for me later. Rice. Thank you.
Busy mutton pulao.
When my daughter comes back to Bangalore.
It's not too far. It's a nice drive as well. You can come out for a nice drive and enjoy this.
Because she doesn't like spicy food. This food is
There's a tinge of chili that you taste somewhere in the pulao, but it's not overbearing. How's the pulao?
very nice.
Very flavorful. Also give us half portion of the chicken pulao. Half portion.
And I haven't seen much of your videos honestly, but we have seen a couple of videos. We just started. Whenever we watch one of your videos, right, we'll just go and visit that place. Halgur.
Ah, how is he doing here? I'm very worried about Babu.
He's minting money.
Yeah, but the poor guy, when I went there to do the show,
No, it's good.
he had 80 customers. And
The
then
weekend is fully crowded.
yeah, he's got 500 people that come now. But how was the quality of the idli and all that? Yeah, he was able to maintain it.
Kind of. Glad actually I met you.
We need one video particularly from you, sir, personally actually.
Which one?
Your journey.
Huh?
Your journey.
My journey.
Of course. The untold story of your journey.
ನಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ Q&A ಇದೆ.
Not that though, what we do, how we do it.
ನೋಡಿದೆ.
But from the scratch we need.
How you landed up here?
You know, I have seen 15 years you worked in the Taj Group and all, right? Then you 15 years you're doing this. Because from the entrepreneurial mindset of people, that's a much interesting story, right? Probably somebody would have covered this one. At least that is not covered.
That might be more inspiring
Yeah.
minds,
like it.
and you might inspire them as well.
You know, my story is still being written. That's why I think it's too early to tell my story. But
You have inspired us in some or other way, and that's the reason we are happy to meet you.
thank you
People
very
like
much.
you.
You're very kind. Thank you.
Nice.
I will try to at some point.
Part by part you do it, sir.
Part by part.
Yeah.
Please do.
I will
Serious.
try to. Thank you. See you.
Nice
Bye.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
You too.
Give me a thumbs up.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Chicken biryani. Chicken pulao. Have one piece at least.
No. Gopal, really, I can't. Absolutely, I can't. I'm full to the brim. Nice.
What I like is the flavor of the rice. The spices in that rice. So typically I'll always have a chicken pulao before a mutton, because once you taste the mutton, you cannot taste the chicken. But here, because the flavor is in the rice. Do you also just serve the plain rice? You do.
The kushka.
Kushka, you serve the kushka as well. Oh, okay. Because it's quite flavorful just to be eaten just by itself. So actually if you come here and if you've tried some of the meaty curries, the kal soup, the dosi, etc., and if you don't want to eat more meat, just have the pulao rice just by itself. But if you're having the pulao rice, just have the mutton pulao rice. ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇದೆ. I like it better today. ಯಾಕೆ? ರೈಸ್ ಏನು ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ರೈಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮದು. ಚಟ್ನಿ ತುಂಬ ಖಾರ ಇತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು. ಹಾಂ, ಚಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಖಾರ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಹಾಂ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀರು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು. Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, we just finished breakfast here at Malgudi Mailari Mane. We thought we would ride first and then do breakfast, but then, you know, you come here, you take a look at the food. You know, people relishing their kal soup, etc. The dosa is sizzling on that tawa made by Basava Mailari. We said, well, let's stop here, have breakfast and then ride. So quite an indulgent breakfast it was. The dosa, some idli, the kal soup, the natikoli, the mutton chops, chicken pulao and the mutton pulao. So needless to say, we are fairly fortified. And we're on our way to find some coffee and then we'll turn back. So if you want to savor some dosa idli with some great meaty curry, some pulavs, definitely check this place out, Malgudi Mailari Mane. You will find the link to the Gourmet on the Road episode in the description below. Let's get on the motorcycle. So every once in a while I revisit eateries where we might have shot an episode of Gourmet on the Road. It gives me a sense of how the eatery is doing, how they are coping with things. What was good was the food that I tasted today was still as good as I remember. In fact, the dosa was even better. So it's nice to see that. It's nice to see that all the people are getting a lot more business now after the video. They've still held on to the quality that we tasted. I've only done 50 kilometers, not even 50 kilometers. The time is 10 o'clock. So I think this is going to be an extremely short ride. But I'm glad we got to step out. My goodness, this place is packed. Shark Food Court. I just got a glimpse of the crowd in there. It's like a village fair. It's as packed as that. Must be a very popular breakfast venue. You see this spot right here? I completed the first 10,000 kilometers on my Harley right there. With the Harley owners group, you get these milestone patches. So you get the first patch when you complete 10,000, and then for every 10,000 kilometers. I've done 50,000 kilometers, so I've got 5 patches. I don't quite remember where I touched 20, 30, 40 or 50, but I remember so clearly that my first patch, the 10,000 kilometer patch, was earned at that particular spot. And we have a traffic jam in the middle of the highway. I think it looks crazy. We should, what do you think? Turn back and see it somewhere along the way. Well, we've decided to turn back. The traffic was just getting too heavy and it was already 10:20. I need to be home by 11:30. And the opposite side, there isn't too much traffic, so we thought we'd also enjoy the ride a little better. I think it's going to be a gentle breeze of a ride home, so perhaps time to end this vlog right here. I hope you enjoyed the ride. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.